From the land of the pharaohs comes tales of kings cursed to wander the earth for eternity. Here are the top 10 cursed Egyptian artifacts. Number 10. The Curse of the Mummy. Mummies were once human beings, so it only makes sense that they would be the most common source of curses in Egypt. According to legend, if you disturb a mummy from its eternal rest, then you will incur the wrath of the gods and suffer terrible things. The most famous example of this is the Curse of the Pharaoh's Curse, which supposedly afflicted those who disturbed the tomb of the boy pharaoh Tutankhamun. When his tomb was discovered in 1922, the world was fascinated by the discovery. But soon after, strange things began to happen. The excavator, Howard Carter, fell ill and died just a few months later. Then Lord Carnarvon, the financier of the dig, died under mysterious circumstances as well. People began to speculate that there was a curse on the tomb and that anyone who disturbed it would be doomed. Though there is no evidence that any of these deaths were caused by anything other than natural causes, the story of the curse has persisted. Number 9. The Curse of the Rosetta Stone. The Rosetta Stone is one of the most important artifacts ever found in Egypt. It's a huge slab of granite that contains the key to unlocking the secrets of hieroglyphics. It's also supposedly cursed. According to legend, the stone is haunted by the ghost of a scribe who died while working on the stone. Some say that he cursed the stone before his death, and those who work with it are said to be haunted by his angry spirit. Since the stone was discovered in 1799, many people have come forward with stories of strange and unexplainable events that have happened to them while in its presence. Many of these stories have been disproven or debunked, but some remain unexplained. One of the most famous stories is that of a British soldier who went insane after handling the stone. Another story tells of a museum curator who saw the ghost of the scribe while standing in front of the stone. There have also been reports of strange noises and even physical attacks happening around the stone. While we can't say for sure whether or not the curse is real, we can appreciate the mystery and intrigue that surrounds this ancient artifact. Number 8. The Mask of Nefertiti. The Mask of Nefertiti is one of the most beautiful and enigmatic artifacts ever discovered in Egypt. It was found in 1913 in the German excavation at the Middle Egyptian site of Tel El Marna. The mask is a limestone bust, decorated with gold leaf and blue glass. It depicts Nefertiti, the wife of the pharaoh Akhenaten, with an elaborate headdress and a serene expression on her face. Many believe that the mask is cursed because it is said to have been created using dark magic. The curse is said to be so powerful that anyone who looks upon the mask becomes infatuated with it and cannot look away. Those who have gazed into the mask's eyes for too long have been driven mad or even died. While there is no evidence to support these claims, the legend persists, and many people choose to steer clear of the mask just in case. Number 7. The Curse of the Scarab Beetle. In ancient Egypt, the scarab beetle was considered to be a sacred animal. It was seen as a symbol of rebirth and resurrection, and was often used as a motif in artwork and jewelry. For this reason, many Egyptians believed that the scarab beetle was cursed. They believed that if you wore a scarab beetle amulet, then you would be bringing bad luck into your life. This belief is thought to have originated from a misunderstanding of the beetle's life cycle. Since the scarab beetle lays its eggs in the dung of cows, it was seen as a creature that was born from filth. This led to the belief that it was cursed, and that it could bring bad luck to those who interacted with it. Number 6. The Book of the Dead. The Book of the Dead is a collection of ancient Egyptian texts that were used to help guide the deceased through the underworld. It's filled with spells and incantations that were meant to protect the dead person on their journey and ensure their safe arrival in the afterlife. The book also contains many stories about the Egyptian gods and goddesses, as well as instructions on how to properly treat the dead body after death. Some people believe that the book is cursed because it contains the names and sometimes even the images of the dead. This means that when someone opens the book, they are essentially inviting the spirits of the dead into their presence. As a result, some people believe that the book should never be opened, lest you anger the spirits within. Number 5, the curse of the sorcerer's staff. The sorcerer's staff is a magical artifact said to have belonged to one of the most powerful sorcerers who ever lived in ancient Egypt. It's said that the staff was used to perform all sorts of powerful magic, from healing the sick to raising the dead. The staff is also said to be cursed, however, and anyone who tries to use it for evil purposes will be met with terrible consequences. The curse is said to have been placed on the staff by the sorcerer himself before he died. He wanted to make sure that his staff would only be used for good, and that anyone who tried to use it for evil would be punished. Number 4, the Eye of Ra. The Eye of Ra is an ancient Egyptian artifact said to contain the power of the sun god Ra himself. It's said to be a small amulet in the shape of an eye that glows with a bright light and can see all things. The Eye of Ra is also said to be cursed, however, and those who possess it become obsessed with its power and eventually go blind. Number 3, the Ankh bracelet. In ancient Egypt, the Ankh bracelet was a symbol of power and authority. It was often worn by pharaohs and other members of the royal family. However, the Ankh bracelet is also said to be cursed. It's said that if you wear the Ankh bracelet, you will become the next pharaoh, but you will also be cursed to die young and without an heir. Number 2, the Throne of Osiris. The Throne of Osiris is said to be one of the most powerful artifacts in all of Egypt. It's said that the throne was used by Osiris himself, the god of the underworld, and that it possesses great powers over life and death. Anyone who sits on the throne is said to be granted great power, but they also become cursed to rule over the underworld for eternity. Number 1, the Crown of the Pharaohs. The Crown of the Pharaohs is perhaps the most powerful and cursed artifact in all of Egypt. It's said that the crown was made with the help of the gods, and that it bestows great power on the pharaoh who wears it. However, the crown is also said to be cursed, and each pharaoh who has worn it has eventually met a terrible fate. Thanks for watching. See you next time.